Madridistas, what on earth was that? Kylian Mbappe dragged us out again, but it felt like the sky was about to fall on our heads. Two ice-cold penalties, and Olympique Marseille, who already saw themselves as winners, were left with nothing. And we survived. We won. In the first half, Xabi Alonso sent out a lineup no one expected, without Vinicius, but with Rodrigo on the left, and young genius Franco Mastandone on the right. And Real tore everything to pieces. We were shooting from everywhere. The crossbar, Geronimo Real saves unbelievable runs. And then, bang, we lost the ball. Mason Greenwood slipped into the Timothy 1-0. Those 4,000 bare-chested Marseille fans were absolutely wild. And we, like in Greenhouse in Santiago Bernabeu. But when it matters, Kylian appears, after Rodrigo's run to the referee pointed to the spot. And Mbappe, without a shred of doubt, bought it. 1-1. For the break, we could have scored a handful more. Mastandone, Rodrigo, Mbappe again. That was our football. Fast, furious, real. It was proper rock and roll in Santiago Bernabeu. 18 shots before the half-time alone. Geronimo made 10 saves. In the second half, we shut down. The heat was simply killing us. And that's when Dani Carvajal's nonsense happened. After a set piece he stuck really, and the referee stopped right after a VAR review. We were down to 10, and there were still 15 minutes of hell to go. But even then, we held on. Lucas Medina handled the ball, another penalty. And Mbappe, again, 2-1. In the end, Marseille were charging like a mad. Thibaut Courtois was saving everything he could, even when Greenwood's already in for the top corner. The ball flew over. And that's it, a win, 5 in a row. We survived. We are once again the greatest club in the world, Real Madrid. If you want to understand how we did it, not just with emotions but with numbers, all the advanced stats, deep analysis, and even the hidden reasons behind our wins are waiting for you in Real Live app. Real Live is like a peeking inside Real Madrid's dressing room. I will link the link under the video in the pinned comment. Santiago Bernabeu will never be the same again. Everything has changed here since the last Champions League. The lights pulse like a nightclub. The music is blasting again. Vinicius Jr. is at the bench. And on the pitch, pressing in same tempo. And our stats fly like it's a final. Dean Huijsen chasing a striker all the way into the opposition box. Kylian Mbappe hands down the center backs like an academy kid, fighting to survive the big Real. That's exactly what drives the Bernabeu crazy. And this is Xabi Alonso's new Real Madrid. We won 2-1, yeah, only thanks to penalties. But Madridistas, it was a kind of match that makes you believe we will touch the sky again. It could have been 6-1, if not for the damn Geronimo rules, who said everything except Mbappe's spot kicks. But the main thing in the feeling, Xabi Alonso promised to reconnect the team with Santiago Bernabeu, and in doing it, that isn't just a football, it's rock and roll getting louder and louder. We delivered our best match of the season, right in our beloved Champions League. And Xabi on the touchline, like a conductor who never stands still for a second. Every time something new, stronger, bolder, and yes, Winnie was on the bench again, because Xabi says, the one who deserves it will play. And right now the change has been seized by Mbappe. He's the main star. He's carrying Real and has long since takes over the role from Vinicius. 6 goals in 5 matches, 2 against Marseille. No arguments in the team, no doubts. If it's penalty, Kylian takes it. He's a leader, he's a boss, he's our CR7 of the new generation. Brahim Diaz also burst in from the bench like a storm, between the lines, dribbling, adding fire. He is a player who always adds, perfect for title-winner teams. Yes, we lost Trent Alexander-Arnold, injury, Carvajal, Brett, but we got the right backs for the next match. But you know what? That's exactly how our great stories always begin. In the home game against Espanyol, we roar again. In the Bernabeu, we'll sparkle, because Xabi Alonso has already built an incredible new team with a unique chemistry with our alma mater. Madridistas, it was a strange night at Santiago Bernabeu. It felt like we had everything: control, style, chances, but not the most important thing, a goal. And without it, all it could look like a perfect cake, but without sugar. We completely dominated, did almost everything right, but didn't finish the opponent off. And with every minute, it got more dangerous. Then our survivor appeared, Kylian Mbappe. Even on a not-so-bright night, scored a brace. A killer, a leader, a hero again. But not everyone can chalk this match up as a positive. Let's be honest about everyone who took part in this game. Thibaut Courtois could have done better on the Timothy Wise goal. Went down early, didn't close the goal. But overall, reliable. Pulled off saves when needed. Trent lasted 4 minutes. Post-injury and Real, out for 2-3 weeks. Militao late on the goal, not entirely his fault, but could have done better. Dean Huijsen, solid defensively, not very active in the build-up. Alvaro Carreras, a monster. Best in the back line, strong, smart, charged, already knocking on Spanish national team door. Tchouaméni, steady, took responsibility on the ball, but without sparkle. Arda Güler, a sad night, the turnovers that led 0-1, lots of errors, 50% of duels won. The Bernabeu even started whistling, he needs a reset. Fede Valverde, looks like he wants to, but doesn't know exactly where to play. Not shooting, not creating, just drifting. Not from a party from the tactical confusion. Their reign remains a puzzle for Xabi Alonso. Franco Mostantuono, lovely dribbling, classy moves, but squandered glorious chance for 2-1 before the break. Got scared, spoiled the overall impression. Rodrigo, no goal, but full of spirit. Won the penalty, pressed, dribbled the flank, looked the part on the left. Mbappe, even when he quiet, he is a killer. 2 penalties, nervous of steel, almost scored a bicycle kick. Simply our leader. And now to the subs. Dani Carvajal, captain, how could you? At 1-1, a headbutt of Jeronimo Ril left the team down to the 10 and nearly ruined everything. Brahim came in lovely but without decisive actions. Vinicius sluggish again. Not beaten mad, not creating. The bench therapy is not working yet. Asensio came with a lock down the flank and did it cleanly. An option for Espanyol match, like it Valverde. Madridistas, it seems something changing. Xabi Alonso benched Vinicius Jr. again, even in the Champions League against Olympique Marseille. A year ago, this would have seemed impossible. Now, it's a new reality. And you know what? Xabi explained it as honestly as possible. Everyone will have their moment. No one can play all the time, and no one should feel offended if they don't start. We need the whole squad. The calendar is crazy. Vini came on well. Rodrigo also left good minutes, and Brahim Diaz gives a lot of comment off the bench. This is what we want for the subs so truly impact the game. It's true. Real substitutions are genuinely decided matches right now. Vinicius came on the 63rd minute for Rodrigo, and in the 81st it was he who won the very penalty for Kylian Mbappe. Converted to give us a win. Yes, Winnie isn't in the top form yet. But you know what? Xabi is building a team where nobody has the guarantees, but everyone can become a hero. And that's the very spirit that has always made a Real champion. And let's separately highlight one tactical move from our genius coach that turned out decisive. It was 1-1, we were pushing, searching for the winner, and suddenly a straight red for Carvajal. It seems everything was collapsing, but Xabi Alonso did something bold and a bit crazy at the same time. took off Arda Güler, brought on Raúl Asensio, and reshaped the team into 2-4-3, Militao, Huijsen, Asensio, Valverde, Tchouaméni, Carreras, Brahim, Mbappe, Vinicius. Yes, with 10 men, but we held on. We won. A genius move from Alonso. Who knew that at Bernabeu only 3 points would do? After the match, Xabi Alonso explained, yes, we have that option. We have flexible players who can cover many roles. We are growing. We already putting together great spells. We just lack a bit of consistency for now, but we're on the right path. In 3 months, we'll be much stronger. And you know what? I believe him, because what he did at the moment when the team could have broken, that's what a coach with a capital C looks like. With a coach like this, you look to the future with confidence. Madridistas, it was a night we won't forget. We proved again that even everything is falling apart, Real Madrid always gets up, holds firm, and wins. Hit like and thank the boys for the fight. Tell me in the comments who your the man of the match was. And make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next victories, because what's coming will be louder, brighter, even more Madridista. Hala Madrid!